Welcome back to the ABC of EDC with me, Rick Flat, your host through everything, Everyday Carry. It's been a little while since I posted a video up on here. In fact, it's been 7 months. Sorry, just time got away from me. I finished a book I've been working on for a long time in my life. Finally got that thing out. It's available on Amazon now. There's a little bit of a plug down for it in the show notes here, and maybe we'll talk about that at some point. But we're not here for that. We're here because it's nearly Christmas. The Christmas mug is out with a tea in it, and like any self-respecting older guy, I'm just buying presents for myself and telling people if they want to buy me it, they can just give me the money I spent on it, and that's it. So I bought myself a watch in the recent AliExpress sale. This is quite a popular watch, but one I've kind of had my eye on this type of watch for quite some time. So without further ado, let's flippy the screen and get on with this and do what we do best, which is just talk trash about watches. I know that's what I do best. It's part of I do that. So yeah, let's not mess around. It's been 7 months. We ain't got time to mess around. Let's do the flipping. So here we have the watch of the moment. This is the Militado ML05. This is one with the green NATO. You can get it various different straps and various different kind of dial configurations. I went for just plain Jane. So let's get into it. Little Militado booklet. Kind of cool. I see what they're doing there. Kind of go for like an army kind of booklet vibe. Very simple, but yeah, kind of stylishly done actually for what it is. Yeah, I don't hate that at all, man. There's not a lot spent on the packaging, and I'll talk a little bit about price in a while, because this is where this watch really comes into its own. A really good looking little watch. Now I'm giving you a little sneak peek of the next video on the channel, which is going to be on this little baby here, the Christopher Ward Belcanto Boutique Edition. We'll talk about that, like I say, in the next video. But here we have it. This is the Militado ML05. This is a 38mm quartz, but I think it's a VK61 Seiko movement, so quite a high beat movement. So you can see the sweep on the second there isn't really all that clicky. It's kind of smooth. Gives you that kind of sense of like, actually, you know, this could be an auto. Anyway, I suppose we should do full dimensions first. Like I say, I know it's 38mm, but we will just check because, you know, we're sticklers for this sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bang on 38. The thickness of this thing and what makes this thing infinitely wearable is that thickness of 10.5. It's 10.5 thick. I believe it has 20mm lugs. We'll just check that as well, while we're doing the business. Like I say, first video back in a while. We're a little bit rusty, but it's all right. We'll get there in the end, won't we? Oh, he can't even work his little things. Look, the old digital calipers investing up. Yeah, 20mm lugs, and I believe the lug to lug is a very nice 47.5. And that crown there is pretty meaty. I think it's 6mm. Is that crown? 5.8mm crown. Now, if you're no stranger to the watch game, you'll know straight away that this resembles a certain watch, man. You know, the old Hamilton Larky. Yeah, the old Hamilton Larky. You know what I'm saying? Can't say it. Might get, like, you know, pinned on YouTube for trying to sell counterfeit goods or something. I ain't. I'm just saying it's a homage, a tribute band to a very popular watch, which has risen in crazy price, man. I don't know what. I'll insert here what the current price is of the Hamilton Larky, just here, because it's crazy. I've watched that watch and all that range of, let's say, Hamilton watches just go up and up and up and up in price, and they're just simply not worth it. But this watch here is a sheer bargain. Like I say, it's got that sort of bead blasted case. We'll throw in a bit of B-roll here, as we always do. Bead blasted case. I went for the very, let's get these hands out of the way a little bit. You got a screw down crown, which is nice. Let's get these hands. Let's do the classic 10-2, the classic watch reviewers 10-2. There we go. I went for the sterile dial, nothing on it. You can get them with the little arrowhead. You can get them different finishes. I went for this kind of faux patina finish on the markers there, on these printed markers here. Classic field watch. Very legible. Is only looking to do one thing. 3-hander, tell you the time. Simple, pimple. 12 hours around the outer track, 24 hours around the inside. just delicious. And let me just throw this on wrist. Like I say, we'll do lots of macros. We'll talk about it, but there's not a lot of details on it, and that's part of the beauty of this watch. It is so simple, and there's a certain elegance that you get along with that. Now, some people argue about the size. Obviously, the watch is your classic field watch from various conflict zones at different times in history. They were going to be small because of where they come from. This NATO straps. One complaint about the NATO straps you get on some watches on AliExpress. They're too short. I need a lot more kind of ability to tuck there. It's really difficult for me to tuck the thing in there, but that's a moot point here. The idea of these watches is that they are almost painfully simple, but yet classy. You're able to tell the time at a glance. It's not going to take up a lot of room under your cuff. Just does it. This has a domed sapphire glass with an AR coating. Does a pretty good job. There's still a little bit of a glare, but does a pretty good job. Always pretty legible. I will throw a lume shot in. The lume's pretty decent. But the thing that will guide your opinion of this watch and guided my opinion of this watch is simply one figure. 28. This was £28. I think out of the sale, I've seen these as high as £37. But for £28, that Seiko movement with a screw down crown, it's got 100 meters water resistance, that snug size, that bead blasted case, that domed sapphire with AR coating, and the kind of sense that it's going to be a tough little watch, mate, it's just infinitely worth it. The value here is just off the charts, just crazy. When you think about this watch, we'll talk about this next, this Bel Canto. This Bel Canto is a smidge over £3,000. 28, 3,000, 28. Now this is complicated and it's got a lot of its own thing going on, but my gosh, if you want a field watch, what a lot of watch. What a lot of watch for 28 quid. It's just honestly ridiculous. Should be illegal, should be a crime. I told my friend this. I said I told him the stats of this watch and sent him a really juicy looking photo, this photo here, right? I said, guess how much? And he was like, mate, it really looks like a Lamberton Larky. And I said, yeah, it does look like a Lamberton Larky, mate. But like, how much? And he said, I don't know, 450? I said, no, bro. The figure starts with a 2. I was expecting him to come back as what, 200? That's crazy. I was like, no, mate, £28. Let me take it off so you can see the back. There's not much going on. Again, pretty simple, pretty utilitarian there. Oh, mate, I've not even peeled the thing off, mate. We should peel this. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it together. Oh, always so much fun. Just standard case back there, Militado printed on it. No frills, no signed crown. Oh, actually, one thing I didn't mention that I really appreciate for this money as well. Drilled lugs. Come on, mate. Drilled lugs. There's something so simple and satisfying about drilled lugs. Strap monster, I think this thing will be a strap. I think you dress this up, dress this down with various straps, and to have that option there of just being able to quickly plonk out the spring bar, mate, love it. So yeah, quick one. I love this thing. It's juicy as hell. If you can get yourself one for 28 quid, it's like you have to. You should just have to do it. It should be like a stipulation. You have to pay the mortgage. You have to be nice to people. You have to love dogs rather than cats. You have to, whatever it is, whatever. Pay your council tax, whatever you got to do, death and taxes, Militado. You should have to buy one of these. They're legit. Get yourself one. Anyway, that's it. Quick review. Glad to be back with you. Sorry it's been 7 months, but we'll hopefully keep them coming now hard and fast. But yeah, still probably got time to get yourself one of these for Christmas if you want to do such a thing. Anyway, I've been Rick. This has been the ABC of EDC. This has been the Militado ML05. Till next time, which hopefully won't be 7 months. See you then. Laters. We're a little bit rusty. Oh, cup of tea. It just, a cup of tea is better in a Christmas mug. It just, oh mate, outstanding. Welcome back to the ABC of EDC with me, Rick.